A spoon of sugar dissolves in your coffee before you've even finished stirring. You don't think about it. It feels like nothing. Background noise in an ordinary morning. But the craving lighting up your tongue right now is not new. It is not even close to new. It is older than your species, older than the primates that came before your species, older than the very idea of a kitchen. So when did humans actually start eating sugar? The honest answer starts tens of millions of years before any human existed. Picture a rainforest in northern Egypt more than 30 million years ago, long before that land became desert. A small primate up in the canopy is choosing what to eat. Hard nuts, protected by shells that take real work to crack. Or soft, ripe fruit packed with sugar the body can burn almost instantly. That choice left a mark, not in memory, but in teeth. Researcher Ian Towell and colleagues examined over 400 fossil teeth from ancient primates at Egypt's Fayum Depression. Barely 5% showed chipping from hard food. But the cavity patterns told a different story, one that matched animals eating soft, sugary fruit constantly. Towell's conclusion was blunt. These animals were drawn toward exactly that. And this preference wasn't random. It's coded into a gene called TAS1R2, shared across primates, built by millions of years of exactly this pressure. Sweetness meant fast, reliable energy. Animals that craved it out-competed the ones that didn't. So the picture flips. We imagine our ancestors as tough and meat-driven, with sugar bolted on later as some modern weakness. The fossils say the opposite. Sugar craving is not the modern indulgence. It's the ancient foundation. But fruit was seasonal, contested, gone in a narrow window. So early humans in Africa found something even more concentrated: honey. And taking it meant real danger. A cave painting in eastern Spain, at a site called Cueva de la Araña, shows a human figure climbing a rope toward a wild hive, surrounded by bees, roughly 6,000 to 10,000 years old. It's considered the oldest known image of humans hunting honey on purpose. This wasn't a snack. It was a risk, taken maybe a few times a year for something worth climbing toward danger to get. Sugar stayed rare like that until people stopped searching for it and started growing it. The evidence points to the highlands of New Guinea, where wild grass was domesticated into sugarcane somewhere around 6,000 to 8,000 years ago. At first, people just chewed the stalks raw for the sweet juice. Nothing industrial about it yet. That changed in India, where someone figured out how to boil cane juice down into solid crystals. Historians still argue over the exact century, somewhere between the 5th century BCE and the 4th century CE. But the result mattered more than the date. A liquid that spoiled fast became something solid you could store and trade. The Sanskrit word for it, sharkara, meaning grit, is where the word sugar comes from. From India, it spread to China, then Persia, then Europe, where for centuries it stayed a luxury few could afford. Then came the real break. In 2013, geneticist Christina Adler examined ancient dental plaque from 34 skeletons spanning 7,500 years. She found that after farming began, oral bacteria shifted once, modestly, then stayed stable for thousands of years. It was only in the last 400 years during the Industrial Revolution that everything changed sharply, and cavity-causing bacteria took over for the first time. That's because sugar stopped being something you climbed a cliff for. Anthropologist Sydney Mintz documented the shift. British sugar consumption quadrupled in a single century, fed by plantations built on forced labor most consumers never saw. That's the real rupture. Not the first taste of fruit. Not the honey hunter on the rope. The rupture is barely 200 years old, the moment an ancient craving finally met an unlimited supply. Your body was built for scarcity. The craving is ancient. The abundance is not. And that spoon in your coffee is still answering a want that predates your species by 30 million years. Only the ease is new.